Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Ice-T. NBC Tonight.
Now at 11, New York City just got a whole lot merrier.
Yeah, it did. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree officially shining brightly. Good evening, everyone. We thank you for joining us at 11. I'm David Ushery.
I'm Natalie Pasquarelli. You can see behind us just how beautiful this year's tree is. Truly was a night to remember here at 30 Rock. That's why we have team coverage. Ida Siegel has everything you need to know to check out the tree yourself.
But we begin tonight with Checky Beckford, who's been there before. And Checky, I know you feel it's always so special to see that tree lit.
Yeah, every year is a bit more special, David. Tonight, people actually withstood some what looked like sleet or rain, and it was bitter cold, as typically seems to be the case. But it was all worth it to see this 74-foot spruce beauty behind me get lit up.
And with the flip of a switch,
amazing, beautiful.
It is indeed beginning to look a lot like Christmas in New York.
It was awesome. This was our first year.
The yearly kickoff to the holiday season with the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree.
I was born here 20 years, and this is my first time seeing the tree being lit up. Like, I was waiting. They said 9:55. I was like waiting. I had my phone ready, and then like 2 minutes later, it lights up. I got the footage. You got being sung by
a choir. A throwback with performances by the Backstreet Boys. Every home a candle lit aglow. And the incomparable vocals of Jennifer Hudson. The crowd was fully entertained.
You guys here for the lighting?
Crowds that lined up for hours, beginning as early as 4:30.
Is that how we booked the trip?
These four sisters from Kentucky and Florida here specifically for this special moment.
Yes. We've been wanting to come to New York for years, and we're like, okay, we're going to come at Christmas, at least for the lighting.
Dedicated spectators bundling up to brace the frigid temps, including 9-month-old Eliam.
We have the stroller and everything, so it should be good.
But the Huffer family from Houston may have scoped out the best spot, bypassing the crowds and taking up a spot on the sidewalk along 51st Street.
No, we're gonna stay over here. We're hoping if they survive.
And by they, she means the phones, not the kids. And they did make it to see the tree. But just an overall wonderful experience. People here leaving a bit chilly, a bit frozen, but definitely happy that they came out for the experience. We're live in Midtown tonight. Checky Beckford, News 4, New York.
Looks so fabulous there behind you, Checky. Thank you. I agree. It's definitely worth it on nights like this. Lucky for us and tourists alike, though, the 30 Rock tree will be lit throughout the new year. And News 4's Ida Siegel continuing our tree lighting team coverage from Midtown. Ida, we know one thing's for sure, whether it's today or next week, you got to be ready to get through the crowds.
Well, Natalie, crowds are an inevitable part of the tree experience. And actually, I got to tell you, they're still dispersing tonight, even blocks away from Rockefeller Center. Traffic is actually just now starting to move through the area because the NYPD had this entire area shut down. Getting close to the Rockefeller Center tree tonight was not an easy task. Folks who wanted to view the show had to get through security first. Everyone had to be wanded before entering the area past 6th Avenue. The NYPD making sure the lighting was as safe as can be.
But the goal is to have people come out and be safe, and the NYPD will do that. From aviation in the air to a subway cops below, the cops in the street now, all our assets are out right now.
They even put drones in the air to monitor the crowds and be on the lookout for protesters.
We got 5 teams that are up. Our drones are strategically placed throughout the Rockefeller Center area, and they're also monitoring the crowds to make sure there's no anomalies in the crowd.
Going forward, navigating Midtown will likely still be a challenge as Rockefeller Center gets clogged up every year. When you plan your trip, it's important to note the lights on the tree will not be on 24/7. The tree is lit daily from 5 a.m. to midnight. Then lights go off, with one exception, Christmas Eve, when they will be on for 24 hours. On New Year's Eve, however, the tree will only stay lit until 9 p.m. You can view the tree from 49th Street or 50th Street between 6th and 5th Avenues, or for a classic picture by the Angels, you can go to 5th Avenue across the street from Saks. And the tree The tree will stay up until mid-January 2025. Reporting live from Midtown, Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
Okay, so we have plenty of time to see it. Ida, thank you. Want to turn to Storm Team 4's Janice Huff. You had us prepared for tonight.
Yes.
What's coming ahead for people who want to come see the tree?
Well, it wasn't the coldest tree lighting ever, but it was pretty chilly.
It felt like it, though,
I know, it felt like it to me, too, Natalie. Here she is in all her glory. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is there. If you're planning to come visit it over the next 24 hours, bundle up. The winds are increasing. Now our wind chill's at 35, even though the actual temperature is 41 degrees. So that's what we'll be dealing with the next several days. It feels like the 20s off to the north and west. Bridgeport feels like 27. Wind chill down in Newark is 34. Not too bad. There's some light rain out there and even some light snow off to the north and west of the city that may accumulate on some of those colder surfaces, especially up towards the Catskills and Poconos. So if you see a few raindrops and mixed with some snow, we did have some snowflakes during the tree lighting, so that made it very festive, but nothing accumulating. Winter weather advisory is in effect for parts of Ulster and Sullivan counties. That's from up to 1 to 3 inches of snow there by tomorrow morning. What we'll all be dealing with, though, for the next 24, 36 hours will be these gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour, and there's a wind advisory in effect through Thursday. But I've got some good news. We are going to thaw out. I'll let you know when the 50s head our way in our 10-day forecast coming up. Back to you. Okay, we will see you then, Janice. Thank you. There's also a chilling headline tonight, and it is national news. It has been more than 16 hours since the CEO of UnitedHealthcare was gunned down in Midtown, and the killer has yet to be caught. 50-year-old Brian Thompson was shot multiple times in front of the New York Hilton in Midtown. That's where News 4's Chris Jose is tonight, and police are calling this a bold incident, Chris.
And David, the big question tonight is why, and so far the motive remains unclear. The shooting took place right here on busy West 54th Street, right around 6:45 this morning, just steps away from the Hilton Hotel as Thompson made his way to a conference. Tonight, images of a gunman plastered all over Midtown, a manhunt underway, the NYPD asking for the public's help to find a killer. The chilling scene playing out on surveillance video. A gunman this morning shooting and killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside the Hilton Hotel on 54th Street and 6th Avenue. The shooter using what appears to be a suppressor on the gun, firing 3 shots. Thompson's family speaking out as police search for the suspect.
Brian was a wonderful person with a big heart and who lived life to the fullest. He will be greatly missed by everybody. Our hearts are broken and we are completely devastated by this news.
Thompson, who's from the Twin Cities, was scheduled to speak at his company's annual investor conference at the Hilton. The conference now canceled. Late this afternoon, police released this photo of the shooter wearing a mask inside a Midtown Starbucks before the attack. Police say the shooting was targeted.
The shooter steps onto the sidewalk from behind the car. He ignores numerous other pedestrians, approaches the victim from behind and shoots him in the back.
The shooting happening in front of a woman who runs away unharmed. A witness watching it unfold from his parked car.
I was shocked, because this first time I see crime in front of me. I was shocked. And now I'm afraid that she could shoot me too.
The shooter took off through an alley, according to the NYPD, grabbed an e-bike and was last seen in Central Park. In a phone call with NBC News, Thompson's wife expressing concern. There has been threats, basically, I don't know, a lack of coverage, adding, I don't know details. I just know that he said there were some people that had been threatening him.
I want to be clear. At this time, every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
Cops now sifting through Thompson's social media and speaking to his family to find out if Thompson had any known enemies.
The idea of a CEO being targeted, he just kind of makes you wonder, It is an insurance company, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
A Crime Stoppers reward now up to $10,000. We are learning tonight Thompson was a father of 2 boys. We're live in Midtown. Chris Jose, News 4 New York.
All right, Chris, thank you for updating us on that. The NYPD tonight also working to track down 4 suspects in a violent home invasion in Queens. These men broke into an apartment near 96th Street and 57th Avenue in Corona, say police, back on November 22nd. They entered an unlocked apartment, pulled knives and a fake gun on a man living there. They then attacked him and stole cash and a cell phone before taking off. The victim suffered minor injuries, is now recovering. Police say the group went away in a black BMW sedan.
In New Jersey, 55 units in the Inman Grove senior citizen residence still evacuated tonight or badly damaged as a result of the deadly fire from yesterday. Edison Township officials tell News 4 that a total of 240 units were evacuated when flames broke out around 5 p.m. Officials say one person has died as a result of the fire. Another resident still hospitalized at this hour. Edison emergency crews working to aid the senior citizens who were displaced. A second day of deliberations now in the Daniel Penny trial ended without a verdict. Penny charged with manslaughter in the May 2023 chokehold death of Jordan Neely on the subway. News 4's Erica Byfield walking us through what we can expect in court tomorrow.
The jury weighing Daniel Penny's fate remains undecided. Wednesday marked their first full day of deliberations. They started it by asking to see the cell phone video of Penny holding Jordan Neely down. This is the scene that unfolded on that busy F train in Manhattan last year. Prosecutors say that the Marine veteran held Neely in a 6-minute-long chokehold that killed him. Penny is now charged with second-degree manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. The day that Neely died, Penny spoke to police. Today, the jurors asked to watch that interrogation video again. It shows him laying out his side of the story. He told the officers that he grabbed Neely to protect everyone else on that train, and he wasn't trying to kill him. Lots of witnesses on the train testified during the trial. They said that Neely was screaming, demanding food, saying that he wasn't afraid of going back to jail for life before Penny stepped in. Neely's death sparked debate then and still does. His uncle spoke today outside of court.
His birthday is coming up. I hope we get a verdict before that. You know what I'm saying? Justice for Jordan Neely, justice for my family.
Later in the afternoon, the jury sent out another note that they wanted to rehear parts of the medical examiner's testimony, specifically what she said under cross-examination when she reiterated her opinion that the neck compression was the only reason Neely died. The defense disagrees. Penny's team pointed to the drugs in Neely's system and his mental health struggles. The jury will re-listen to more of their back and forth first thing Thursday morning. Erica Byfield, News 4, New York.
The woman who snuck on board a flight from JFK to Paris is back in the U.S. tonight and set to face a judge. 57-year-old Svetlana Dali was taken into custody by the FBI earlier today when she landed in New York. Investigators say she was able to bypass TSA security last week, boarding the plane and hiding in the bathroom. In a statement today, Delta said its standard security procedures were not followed. It's working to address the matter. Dali expected in Brooklyn federal court tomorrow. No word yet on what charges she might face.
We've learned that a Republic Airways flight headed for Detroit from Newark Airport had to be forced to turn around because the cockpit smelled like smoke. The emergency landing forced a brief ground stop at Newark, and you see all the response on the tarmac around 5 p.m. An airline spokesperson said the flight landed safely, though. All the passengers were just evacuated as a precaution. The airspace reopened about an hour later. Still not clear tonight where the smell of smoke came from.
Still to come for us on News 4 New York at 11, what airline CEOs said on Capitol Hill about charging those add-on fees.
Plus, later on, a bar attack caught on camera. The shocking surveillance video police would like you to see. Plus,
my brakes aren't working. They won't even slow down.
Listen to the life-saving call when a pregnant woman behind the wheel loses her brakes.
A 5-year-old child, the witness to his mom's murder.
He said, Ninja Mike killed my mom.
The News 4 team back at the scene.
25 years later, the NYPD's search for a ninja killer.
Tomorrow at 11.
I would kill to stay home with him every day.
I assure you, you would not. Nobody talks about the change that happens when we become mothers.
It connects you to some primal urges.
I am an animal. What? Should we act like doggies?
In select theaters Friday. Rated R.
If you get sick with COVID-19, someone will feel all alone. Get an updated vaccine this season so you don't let down the ones who matter most. Last fall, more people were hospitalized from COVID than the flu. COVID is always changing. Protect yourself this season with an updated vaccine. Do it for you and them.
She's just my little auntie.
I know. You just got that stare, you know, that look like she can see straight through you.
Is the temperature, is it okay?
Wishing you the joy of connection at the Lincoln Wishlist sales event. Right now, lease the 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Premier for $653 a month for 36 months.
Enrollment is open in New York State of Health. And getting quality health insurance is easier and more affordable than you think. We're here to help. Visit nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call us today.
They called them nags, shrews, insufferable. Today, we call them smart, enthralling, and funny. Suffs, the Tony Award-winning musical, on Broadway through January 5th only.
Tonight, Rockefeller Center during the holidays is the best because there's two things that bring an instant smile to everyone's face. Seeing the tree lit up and watching ice skaters fall in the ring.
Jimmy has SBU's iced tea with ice cold facts.
That's the best one.
Isabella Rossellini and Body Count performs Newfoundland.
You're watching News for New York at 11 with David Ushery, Natalie Pascarella, Sports with Bruce Beck, and the most accurate forecast with meteorologist Janice Huff. This is News for New York at 11.
In Washington today, airline executives defended so-called junk fees at a Senate hearing on airline ticket prices. Connecticut's Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal has been highly critical of the airlines for tacking on those fees for things such as upgraded seat assignments or oversized bags. According to a Senate report, those fees generated nearly $12.5 billion for American, Frontier, Delta, Spirit, and United Airlines from 2018 to 2023. Senator Blumenthal says the airlines view their customers as little more than walking piggy banks. The airline execs disputed that.
We look at our profitability very carefully by flight and by market and by region, but we do not look at our profitability by baggage. We don't have
imagination.
Despite the fees, statistics compiled by the TSA show that the number of Americans traveling by air is now at a record high level.
Happening tomorrow, strong wind in the forecast, prompting a ban for certain trucks on MTA bridges and tunnels. Officials say empty tractor trailers and tandem trucks will not be allowed starting 10 a.m. tomorrow. The ban set to expire by 10 p.m., but it could change depending on how tomorrow's weather is playing out across those bridges. So good to know they're taking precaution.
Yeah, because those trucks can get out of control because of their high profile with wind gusts at 50 miles an hour. That's what we're expecting tomorrow all across the tri-state. So let's take a look at this graphic. We have a wind advisory in effect for everybody, every county in the tri-state, and even some parts of New England as well. Winds will gust 20 to 30, but they could go as high as 50 miles per hour in some areas. Look at this. This is tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. 40-mile-per-hour gusts in the city, 47 in Belmar, 38 in Bridgeport. Yeah, it's going to be wicked. And it's going to bring the temperatures down, too. At least going to feel like 18 up in Monticello. It's in the afternoon. And those wind chills will go down to the single digits and teens on Friday morning. So bundle up, layer up. That's what we're dealing with coming up for the next 36 hours or so. But look at this. We'll climb out of that deep freeze. Starting on Sunday, temperatures in the upper 40s, and then we go above average. How about mid-50s by Tuesday? Also some rain showers as well. Right now, we're seeing some light rain at the coast, some light snow north and west. A lot of this isn't reaching the ground. It's not a major system, although there will be some light accumulation in places like Sussex and Monticello through parts of Pike County. There's an advisory in effect. There's another look at our beautiful tree. It's fantastic out there. A few snow flurries or some raindrops will continue till about 1 a.m. And you may see some random ones in the morning, but then it dries out in the afternoon. And then after that system passes us, look at the wind gusts in the afternoon. The snow is generally north of I-80. Looks like less than an inch in most areas of New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, but a little bit more in the higher elevations. And then we stayed cold until Saturday, a high of 39, but that changes on Sunday, a jump of almost 10 degrees by then. Light showers in the area tonight. Lows will be in the 20s and 30s. If you're in the colder area, you'll get some light snow and light accumulation. Very blustery tomorrow. Those winds kick in the afternoon, and this 41 is going to feel more like 31 or maybe even the 20s. Biting winds will continue into Friday. Temperatures will be in the 20s and 30s. It's a dry day, but it is going to be cold. The chill continues into Saturday, but you can see the numbers are slowly climbing. By Sunday, we're up to 48 degrees, still nice and sunny. Rain in the forecast next week. Of course, you know, we're still in a drought, so we need the rain. That starts on Monday and continues into early Thursday morning. That's when the temperatures are going to be well into the 50s. May not rain all day long, but it will be cool for sure. And then as we look ahead towards the following weekend, we're going to see some sunshine. Temperatures back down into the 40s at the end of next week, and that's pretty typical for this time of year. But bundle up for now.
Yeah, definitely had to chill out there, Janice. Glad we listened to you and had all of our stars.
Glad I listened to me.
All that jazz. Fabulous. Okay, getting in the end of the stretch here.
Yes, we are.
Bruce?
And for the Jets,
okay,
nothing has changed. They continue to lose, and Aaron Rodgers remains their starting quarterback. Coming up in sports, Rodgers talks about his future again. Will it be with the Jets or somewhere else? We'll hear from the four-time MVP. And the Nets squander a huge lead, but can they hold on for a victory over the slumping Pacers? The answer in a moment.
The best part of the new NBC4 New York app? The weather, of course. A forecast from Storm Team 4. It's like having 6 weather experts with you at all times. Be prepared no matter where you are. Download the all-new NBC4 New York app now.
Swipe.
Hope you brought coffee.
The December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
At Eureka Day, it's all about the children. Now, if someone would just tell the adults. Eureka Day. One school, too many principals. A new play, now on Broadway.
Don't miss the final days to save on top mattress brands at Ray Moore and Flanigan. For a limited time, save up to $600 on Beauty Rest Black, up to $500 on Purple, $200 on Serta Perfect Sleeper X, and 15% on Avocado. Our mattresses are ready for free next day delivery. You can also finance your new mattress for as little as $15 a month with no interest for 72 months. Massive deals end soon on Beauty Rest, Purple, and more at Ray Moore and Flanigan.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Swipe.
Hope you brought coffee.
The December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
Connecticut State Police hope you might recognize the masked man that you're seeing in this surveillance video, a man with a bat who attacked 2 people at a restaurant. Now, this happened on Monday last week around 2:30 a.m. at the Bohemian Pizza and Tacos in Litchfield. The first victim suffered brain injuries after getting hit repeatedly in the head and back. And we paused the video right before he's hit because of the severity of the attack. The suspect then attacked a man behind the bar before being chased out the door. Not clear right now if the attack was targeted or random. In Illinois tonight, an expectant mother is alive thanks to the quick action of a 911 operator and a sheriff's deputy.
Yes, that woman called for help after her car's brakes failed.
My brakes aren't working. They won't even slow down. I'm 20 weeks pregnant. I cannot die today.
After getting the woman's information, the deputy positioned his car in front of hers so that she would rear-end him.
It was a maneuver called a rolling roadblock that we have done previously
and I positioned my vehicle in front of hers to where her front bumper and my rear bumper would make contact, and I would use my brakes to stop the vehicle.
Okay, we're told that her car with the woman and her unborn child inside were heading straight toward a lake when the deputy stepped in and stopped her. Thank goodness.
Amen, yeah. A good news ending for a dog that went viral after his owner abandoned him while fleeing Hurricane Milton. He's found a forever home. Trooper, the bull terrier, was found tied to a fence in floodwaters up to his chest near Tampa. He's been at a rescue since he was saved back in October, and he's now finally been adopted. Trooper living with a couple and his new best friend, a 7-year-old mini bull terrier named Dallas.
So happy to see that update. We're going to be right back with Bruce Beck in sports next.
Closed captioning provided by Toyota. Let's go places.
When your whole world revolves around family, preserving things for future generations comes naturally. Marathon in the Florida Keys.
And it's great to meet you in person.
Carmen answers all my healthcare questions.
I love guiding you through it all, like encouraging you to see your PCP without worrying about the cost, or letting you know that you can now use Elder Plans OTC towards rent.
Carmen even called my doctor to plan for home care after my surgery. I didn't have to do a thing.
You've been through it all.
No, we've been through it all.
That's what I'm here for.
If you have Medicare or Medicare and Medicaid, call today. Elder Plan, leading the way to great care.
I could use a day without all the pressure and the stress.
You got it. Wind down with 4 episodes of The King of Queens every weeknight.
Relaxation.
The King of Queens, weeknights on Cozy TV.
Lease a new 2025 K4 LXS for $209 a month.
See it live. Remember it forever.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
The Spectrum Sports Desk is brought to you by Spectrum, a connection built for everywhere. That's life unlimited. That's Spectrum.
The Jets can officially be eliminated from the playoff contention this weekend. For now, 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers remains the starting quarterback. He'll be under center this Sunday when the 3-9 Jets visit the Dolphins. Gang Green has lost 8 in a row in Miami. They haven't scored a touchdown at South Florida since 2021. But forget about this week. Rodgers was once again asked if he wants to return to the Jets next season.
Yeah, I mean, I just redid my house here in Jersey, so my goal was to play a few more years here, but we'll see. I'd like to be healthy. I'd like to end on my feet, and then I'd like to play well, and I'd like, to feel like I'm wanted back. If not, that's, again, I will not be offended. I won't be upset. I'll be so thankful either way, whatever happens here. But, I got to be healthy mentally, physically, and then there's got to be interest on both sides. And if that's not the case, then I'll look at other options.
It was wall-to-wall hoops tonight with something for everyone. Let's start with the slumping Nets, who hosted the Pacers. Brooklyn blew a 21-point first-half lead, but with the game tied at 80 in the fourth, Shake Milton throws the perfect lob to Ben Simmons. And then moments later, Jalen Wilson caps a 10-0 Nets run. They snap a 3-game losing streak and hand the Pacers their fourth straight loss, 99-90. Seton Hall hosted NJIT, and the Pirates had their hands full with the Highlanders. So Prince Aligbe picked a heck of a night to have a monster evening, finishing with a career-high 19, 67-56 the final. Seton Hall is now 7-0 against NJIT. Fordham welcomed FDU to Rose Hill, and after the Knights cut the Rams' lead to 3 midway through the second half, Fordham answered with a quick 11-0 run over the next 2.5 minutes to grab control. 84-75 the final. Fordham is 5-0 all-time against FDU. 8-0 Columbia paid a visit to Albany, and the Lions are undefeated no more. Amari Marshall knifes to the hoop and gets the acrobatic lay-in to drop nicely to put the Great Danes up by 12. The Lions fall for the first time this season, 88-73. Finally tonight, let's talk some professional women's hockey. The New York Sirens were north of the border in Montreal. It was tied at 1 midway through the third period when Alex Carpenter lights the lamp for the third time in 2 games to put the Sirens on top for good. 4-1 the final. The first overall pick, Sarah Fillier, scored her first 2 career goals. Oh, by the way, Juan Soto is not signed anywhere. It sounds like a decision will be made this weekend, and the announcement will be formally unveiled at the winter meetings, which start on Monday. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Now is the perfect time to get away during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With 0 payments for 90 days on select models. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this great offer ends. Drive away now in one of our most popular models with 0% APR and 0 payments for 90 days. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun.
The Black Friday sale is now on. Visit sandals.com or call 1-800-SANDALS.
Get more for less. New cost savings and expanded financial assistance mean more New Yorkers than ever before qualify for quality health insurance that costs less. Get started at nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call today.
Cohen's Fashion Optical can help you look and see your best. Together, our eye doctors and stylists will help you find the perfect pair of glasses. Book your eye exam with one of our board-certified optometrists. And for a limited time, get a complete pair of eyeglasses for only $99. Don't forget to use your FSA and HSA dollars before they expire. We also accept most insurance plans. Stop by or visit us at cohensfashionoptical.com to book your comprehensive eye exam today. Cohen's Fashion Optical.
McMuffin, McGriddles, biscuit, breakfast burrito. We'd say pick one, but there's no need. We have enough breakfast here for everyone to have a good morning.
Wake up and buy one, get one for $1. Choose between a McChicken biscuit, sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, sausage burrito, or hash browns.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
She's just my little auntie.
I know. You just got that stare, you know, that look like she can see straight through you. Is the temperature, is it okay?
Wishing you the joy of connection at the Lincoln Wishlist Sales Event. Right now, lease the 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Premier for $653 a month for 36 months.
All right, to find out if the chill is going to continue.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
yeah. But for a few more days before it warms up, let's take one more look at the tree.
Okay.
Because we can't stop looking at it.
Right, that's right.
It's all ready to go now. It will be like that all the way through, I guess, the middle of January. You'll get to see it come up close. And in terms of the weather, of course, it's cold out there right now. It's going to stay that way for the next couple of days. Even though 41 is the high tomorrow, it's going to feel more like the 30s. And Friday's even colder with all that wind. But we start to climb out of it on Sunday in the 40s and 50s next week for several days. Also some rain showers, which we desperately need.
Great job by David and Natalie tonight out
Fantastic.
there.
All you guys.
Yeah, all of us. We're all happy to kick off the holiday season. We'll leave it there on News 4 New York at 11. Tonight's show is next.
Today, New York starts 4:30 a.m. Have a great night.